Today we are going to do a coin trick. No, obviously it's a card trick. Chris, go ahead, grab one. Shit. Hold on. Hello? No, I'm not interested. Thank you. Telemarketers, they are the worst. This is an idea I came up with several years ago, and I've had a bunch of fun with it. Now I'm going to tell you right now, if you think it's limited just to laughter, just like a shocking gag, you're wrong. Because I've done this and sometimes got a reaction with it a lot like a strong magic trick. And it's all about the handling, the psychology, and the visuals. There's so many different things you can do with this. Let's come on down. I want you to see here. So all you're going to do is get a piece of black cardstock, okay? You can sometimes get this at dollar stores, a big sheet of this stuff, or you can go to art supply stores, and all this is a piece of black, okay? And what I've done, you bring on the camera real close, Chris, people, we got to see it, is what I've done is I've taken it and I've made sure it's about the size of my phone approximately, and I've got an OtterBox on here, so it's actually thicker. So what I do is I narrow it down, okay? And so what I've done is I've cut this panel, and it's not, you can cut, I can cut about 5 or 6 of these in just a couple of minutes and then have them. They pack flat. Whenever I want to do this, I'm going to fold the edges up. And what I've done is I've cut this out with a razor blade or a pair of scissors, whatever, and then with a straight blade or packing knife, I drag a slit down, okay? Nice to use a nice metal ruler, keeps it clean. And what that means is that these were the thin lines that allow me to fold it over. Now, this is like so many other things in magic. Do not get caught running when no one is chasing you, okay? If I were to take this out of my pocket and say to people, this is truly a cell phone, believe me, it's a phone. Of course, they might notice the details here, and even though it's got a nice three-dimensionality to it, you know, it's not going to stand scrutiny. But if it's in my back pocket, okay, and in the middle of my show at some point, I say, oh, hold on a second, as if it's on vibrate, right? And I reach in my back pocket and I take this out like this and immediately start to handle it like a cell phone, and I turn away from the crowd kind of thing. It's the most natural thing in the world. In the modern world, when so many of us go to our pockets and take out our phone because it's on vibrate, let's say, everybody sort of immediately shuts down their focus anyway, figuring, oh, this guy's going to interrupt his show. So there's no real focus. You can take this out and you can do this. Now, if this is your setup, okay, and you've got this set up and this is either in your back pocket, okay, so you can have it set on vibrate, or you can have a pal call you. You can say, hey, you don't want to call me when just after that card trick I'm going to do, he's over there, he calls you, you get the ringing, and the ringing adds so much to this illusion. Then you take this out of your pocket and up you come. And again, I don't go, oh, my phone. I'm sort of taking it out. I'm here like this, okay, and you can do the tap and the drag depending, or even not. Just tap here like this and go, ba, ba, ba. You can be pretending to talk to your girlfriend. Now, what I've done before with this, which I really like, is I get into a fight. I'm here and I immediately, like I'm halfway through a trick, maybe that my friends called, maybe not. And I just say, I'm sorry, hold on a second. Yeah, hello, yeah, I'll call you back. Oh, no, I'll call you back. I said I'd call you back. And as I get louder, then it's the perfect emotional justification to take this, turn, and to tear it. Now, let's look at a few things we can do with this gimmick. First, you can tear it, and it's obviously a gag at that point, okay? All of a sudden, his phone, which everyone believed was a real phone, you're tearing it into pieces, throw it up in the air, and you can either throw it up in the air, and I advise you, the cool thing to do is to tear it, throw it off to the side, and immediately continue with the trick as if nothing strange has happened. Really go under, really downplay it. That'll get the best reaction, okay? It adds to this idea that this guy was showing me some tricks and everything was an illusion. Was he even real? This happened. Even his phone was an illusion. It's a beautiful, I mean, it costs pennies and it takes no time to make a bunch of these. So one thing, you can tear it. I've done other things. I've been in a pub or been in a restaurant where they've got candles on the table and you can set it on fire, and that's pretty cool. Now you gotta, I mean, to be able to talk on your phone and then immediately sort of dip it into a flame and set it on fire is a very cool image. Sort of stretches out the magic moment. I've jammed it in a glass of water. I've done this, yeah, I'll call you back, and jammed it in a glass of water, which is really, you can also crunch it up, of course. I mean, just the image of taking this up. Now, you can use your own phone. At one point in your show or while performing for people, the phone rings and they can see, you can add to the reality of this by then, you know, talking for real on the phone, then putting it in your back pocket. This is in your other back pocket, okay? And then a little later in your show, or literally 20 seconds later, as if someone's calling back, you can go, hold on, I'm sorry. And you go, look, I told you, then you tear. So they get to see the visuals of this phone and then a moment later, so it really adds to the reality of that, okay? So you can set it on fire, you can tear it, jam it in a glass of water, or even I've done this and just said, damn telemarketers, crunch it into a ball. Just that image has this, oh my God, it has this really, and again, I think you need to decide, maybe not need to decide, is it a gag? Is it a magic trick? I've taken this also and put it under a paper napkin. And when you do that, now you're here, you have a paper napkin, you pick it up off the table, you're in a restaurant, a bar, wrap it around the phone and crunch into a ball. Now it's a full-on magic trick, okay? So you're going for the laughs, you're going for the mystery. Either way, what I really like about this kind of thing is no two people will do it in quite the same way. It's a real performer's moment. And when you experiment with this kind of thing, that's the kind of thing that can really help you find your own unique performance style. Thank you so much for watching the video, my friends. Really appreciate all the love you're giving my channel. Hopefully you're subscribers. If you're watching me right now and you're not a subscriber, hit the subscribe button, okay, and turn the notifications on. You will not want to miss my next crazy ass video. Also, if you have not checked out this card trick, check it out. I do it all the time. Take it easy.